what's up, everybody? This is T-Bone here. It's been a few weeks. I took some time off. I had some rest, but I am back and ready to do some more Mythic unit highlights. So today I wanted to take some time actually to talk about, do a quick comparison between two of the units that have been around for a long time, the Contractor and the Fire Chief. And today I'm actually going to be featuring the level 50 Architect, which is the Mythic version of the Contractor. So Contractor and the Handyman, which is the uncommon version of the unit, is a unit I don't really use a whole lot, and that is because it's not effective until level 50. If you take a look at the perks, it is considered to be a tank unit, but it only attacks one unit at a time. At level 50, he does acquire the area of effect attack, just like a Fire Chief, but overall, I believe that the Fire Chief is a little better because of the stats. So let's take a look. So for a Contractor, at level 10, the deployment cooldown is 20 seconds, health is at 566 with 29 damage. And if you look at the Fire Chief in comparison, it has the same deployment cooldown, but the health is higher at 754 and damage is at 71, which is more than double the damage. And as the units level up, I believe the damage actually, the delta is a lot more. So, but what the Contractor does have is at level 30, you have the ability to gain armor. Now I don't know the exact amount of armor that you get at level 50, and also how much it is for an architect, but it does help. Having armor means you don't get damage at all by any of the lower damage units, so you can actually take a lot of beating and survive. So what I'm going to do is first go and do a quick solo on Lima using the architect to sort of show you how he works. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And just like how you would deploy a Timber Beast for this level, you can do the same thing here. So let's see. So for a Contractor, he does not have taunt, so you do have to make sure that you put him in a location that will be accessible to that other zombies can see. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And what's nice with a Contractor, an Architect, sorry, at level 50 is the deployment cooldown is really low. I believe it's at 13 seconds. And then you'll see it has area of effect attack. And because of the armor, the drones actually don't damage him. What does damage them are the runners that are in this level, because they output quite a bit of damage. Now, what I believe is that the behemoths provide, okay, so they do damage the Contractor, the Architect at level 50, but you can see that they're stunned. So they don't actually can't actually attack the Contractor, the Architect. I keep saying Contractor. They can't really attack the Architect as fast as they normally would, and so that is how you can keep them alive. And once you have more than a couple surrounding the units, then you know the big units basically can't attack anymore. So you can see I was able to solo the level just fine. But you might have noticed something. So let's take a quick look at the stats again. And what you'll notice is that it actually attacked pretty slow. And the reason for that is because if you look at the difference between a Fire Chief has a cooldown of 0.3 seconds. So that means there's only 0.3 seconds between each attack. For a Contractor, the cooldown is 1 second, so there's actually 1 second in between every attack. Now, this is a rare unit. I don't know if the Architect has a better stats than that, but I think the benefits you're getting out of the Contractors and also the Architect again is the armor and the stun. So because you're able to stun the big units, if you can get quite a few of them surrounding some enemies, you may not even get hit, and you never have to worry about the drones. So let's go and staff up a team, and let's go ahead and do a Manilla Insane. So if I have an architect, I will go ahead and support him with my ballista. and a couple of sniper units. So I'm going to bring in my dead shot and my lone wolf. Where's my lone wolf? And I will bring in a healer unit. I'll bring in mentor as well to boost the damage. But I will bring in a I'll bring in Sawbones and a combat medic. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how this goes. I'm going to focus my unit layout on the architect so that we can see how he fares against the units. There are going to be Apocalypse and Olympian and also the Matriarch and I believe the Ninja. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put the architect here and put my healer units here and support with the ballista, and I will deploy my sniper units here. Okay, and then I'm actually going to put the mentor with the snipers, and then I will have my fire chief on the other side so you can sort of see the difference. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Bring him out a little bit further. So the armor is is not as effective against some of these units, just again because of the amount of damage that some of these units do. And so here I have two multiple architects together in one pad, and I'm gonna have multiple fire chiefs on one pad, and it looks like my units are getting killed up top, so I'm going to have to support some more. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring the architect here. Now I don't have the perk that rebuilds walls. That would have been funny to see. So I think in this case he would have been okay with less support, but because of his attack damage, I'm worried that he won't do as well as compared to the fire chief. So what do I think? I think he's fun, but his attack speed is too slow. So let's go back and if you take a look at the way it attacked, the time between attacks is slow, so that means it takes longer to actually kill the unit. And if you watch closely, I'm going to go ahead and spin them out as fast as possible. So I'm just going to put them in. So let's put a regular speed. So you can see that the drones aren't impacting the architect, which is good, and also the biohazard isn't able to provide any damage. But you can see how fast the fire chief is attacking compared to the architect. Can you see that? So that's the difference between 0.3 seconds and 1 second. The fire chief is literally attacking 3 times faster than an architect. Combine that with the fact that an architect or a contractor, if you will, has less damage overall. That means it's gonna take longer for them to kill units. So like you can see how long it's taking for them to take care of the behemoths that are here, and it's really different compared to a level 50 fire chief who attacks a lot faster, has a lot higher damage. It's just that he does not have any armor to protect himself against drones and other units. But I believe that overall the fire chief does have the edge, does win out in the comparison for me as far as tanks go at level 50. So let's go ahead and speed it back up. And let's go ahead and just finish this level. Is there another unit that I don't see? It's stuck somewhere. There it is. So that's that for this week's feature unit highlight. It's a little bit longer because it's been a while, and I really wanted to sort of take the time to compare the difference between the architect and the fire marshal. I don't have a fire marshal, so I use the fire chief. I think it's fun. Now, keep in mind that for this unit, you don't want to select the perk that does the armor throw and the area of effect. If you do, there is a bug where anybody who borrows that unit, when they play a game, the game will crash. So just keep that in mind. That is all for today, and thank you very much for your time, and I will see you next time. Take care now. Bye bye.